What's that, Skip? Shauno's talking about Supercoach again. Let's go. G'day crew, it's Shauno again, and I'm back with some more Supercoach content. Today we're going to be doing our round 13 review, and let's get on with it. And as you can see, it's a little bit of a disaster. We've said that the last 3 weeks in a row. I guess 1890 is not too bad, but it's still not good. Still ranked 59,861 for the round, so not a great score, especially considering how many players we had playing. Still more than last week, but last week we also had a lot of players playing. So plummeting in the old Supercoach season rank, we are now 8,660, which is down almost 2,000 places again from last week. So we are plummeting, but we kind of predicted this was going to happen. It's still a little bit annoying when it does. You always like to do well, but yes, it's not great. Anyway, let's go and get on with it and see how the team did. Alright, let's get in there. Alright, in the old back line, do we need to undo these to go back? Okay, so we had the young man Clark playing for Sinclair. It was like this. Oh yeah, just found his way down there somehow. So Dale did okay. We have this big problem. None of our primos seem to be performing through the buys in the last couple of rounds. Whitfield at 84 is a fail. Don't like this new higher up the field role that he's got. Zorko 80 a fail. Him and one other person that we need to talk about later on seemed to clanger it up early, get free kicks, was on negative points for the first 10 minutes of the first quarter. Sheasel came back. He's still in that not great role, but he smashed it in the second half and got a nice big score. So it's good to see that he can score big in that role. I'm not expecting every week, but it's nice to see him post up a big score. Carroll got 30. Couldn't even get his piddly break even of 40-something. Clark did well. Hopefully he stays in the team. Not bad for a young rookie. Roberts, of course, was ill, so there's another semi-primo that I had off the field. Super annoying that Gray was dropped for Bolter. We knew this was going to happen. We picked him anyway on the advice of the coach and some Richmond supporters who all thought he was going to play up forward. But no, as we predicted, he got dropped straight away for Bolter, and now he's injured as well, I believe, for like 10 weeks or something. So have to keep an eye out on the injury list for that, but I believe I did hear he got injured, so that's a double whammy for us. He won't even be coming back in round 17 like we thought. He's pretty much out for the season. Do keep an eye out on the injury list for that, as that's just what I've heard on the grapevine, but we should know that by tomorrow. Today, actually, being it's a Tuesday, we should find out sometime today if he's on the injury list. Probably not yet, as though it's in the morning. Bont has been a bit of a failure for me. I bought him early, got him before his buy, paid an extra 50,000 pretty much for him than what he is now, and he's got 100 and 100. Was a definite mistake. I know we all want Bont in our team, and I wanted Bont in our team, but yeah, he's definitely been a fail so far, a fail pick. Brayshaw didn't play. Rao got 114, very nice. He's been, funny enough, my cheapos have been delivering more than my primos. My cheapo primos, like Rao's been smashing it ever since I've got him. Hasn't got less than 100. Dacos, another one that I paid up for a little bit at 580. Could have got him, it's almost 50, 60, ish K cheaper now. And he's got a 95. Cardwell, again, I bought him in cheap. He's got 100. Very nice. I'll take that every day of the week. That's what we want from him. And he was looking like he was going to get a bigger score. I think he was on about 60 at half time. So he looks good. I like it as cheapo. Daniel 124. He was racking it up versus the Eagles in that second half as well, which was nice to see him back doing the damage. Him and Sheasel going off in the one game. That's nice. Ashcroft 66. Would have liked a little bit more out of him. And Lindsay gets subbed out. This is the second time I think he's been subbed out, maybe in a row as well. So that's not great, and he would have lost us some money. Negative I think probably about 20k he might have lost us, or lost us a bit anyway. Sherry was our captain, a 153, very nice. We predicted against Flynn he was going to do well, even though Flynn did okay. In Supercoach-wise, he scored okay considering he was up against Sherry, but Sherry did dominate and get the 150. Gorn got a 131, very nice. Brodie Smith laid out as well, which is hurts between him and Roberts being laid out. There's two more primos that I didn't have on the field. Petrarca 115, that's nice, we'll take it. Warner 88, again, he is the other one. For the first 50 minutes of the first quarter, he was on negative points because he gave away 3 free kicks in the first 10 minutes. I mean, most players don't give away 3 free kicks in an entire game, and he's given away 3 in the first 10 minutes of a game. It was very frustrating. Rankine is playing a bit more forward now, which is unfortunate. Toby Green, yep, gets concussed, gets smacked and gets concussed and gets subbed out. That's just my luck. And Sims racks up his lowest score ever, which bled me. Oh, and Marshall didn't play. So as for my league, which is really important to me, of course we lost that. Every player he had did well and went over their break even, and every player I had went under their prediction or their break even. Even like Sims is a classic example. He had the Richmond rookie Caleb Smith, which has been averaging like 30, and Sims has been averaging 40 or 50. Sims gets 21, Smith gets 75. That was just how my week went. So all around, not a great week for Shauno. Not too impressed with how we're dropping in the ranks, even though we kind of knew it was going to happen. So we'll move on. Let's do the king and the joker of the team. I think we'll give the king to the Sheasel man for being back. I mean, the 153 at captain's pretty good, but he's back. He still played the non-huge scoring role and got a huge score. So good on him. I like his style. Hopefully he can keep that up. And the joker is definitely Chad Warner. I think I gave it to him the other week as well, but 3 free kicks in the first 10 minutes. I mean, come on, mate. Do better. That's just terrible. Like, do you want your team to win or not? All right, so this week, trades. Should we set up the team how it's going to be? First we're going to do trades, and let's set up the team like it will be coming out of the buys. Well, I like to do this so then you kind of know how many rookies you got on the field and stuff. So I think Lindsay and Ashcroft pretty much have to go this week. One's got a break. They both got break evens of 100. So I don't have much choice but to get rid of them. Sinclair, we'll put on the field for like Lindsay. That's good and that's fine. As you can see, I mean, we got like Sims. We could probably go down here. What to do with Green, I don't know. I think I probably just have to hold him. I think even though he's going to drop money, and I mean the whole point of getting him was to make a little bit of money, so I might have to sell him off or I might have to make money. I've only got 11 trades left, and I think I probably have to do 3 this week. So let's do the obvious one. We'll get out Lindsay, and we're going to go with another rookie to try and make us some money in the way of Zach Johnson. Now, his first game he was a sub, but he was looking pretty good. He was actually, out of all the Essendon rookies, he was scoring the most until he was subbed out, and then he had another good game last week. So we're going to get him in. Definite. So here comes a bit of an issue, though. Do I follow the pack? Now, following the pack hasn't helped me very much, let's be honest, and doing things like paying up for Bont and stuff has really hurt me. So the pack this week, everyone's going to be on Butters, right? Everyone's going to get Butters, and I could afford Butters. We could go straight Ashcroft, Butters, and then live with that. But the problem is, the team I'm going to be stuck with like at least one rookie on the field at the back line and probably a rookie on the field in the midfield. So I think it's going to be damaging to my team to get Butters. I don't think I can do it. I've seen from the last few weeks where I've taken these value picks, they've worked out, and I think I'm going to go the value pick again. I think I'm going to trade Ashcroft. I'm not going to get Butters. I will just go the value is a risky pick, but I think I'm going to go Doherty. He seems to have that same roll back. I think at that role he's a 90 to 110 player each week. Butters could get tagged. He got tagged to the first quarter last week, and then they took the tag off, and he went and smashed a 140, and they put the tag on Rosie. So, that's probably, a little bit rough for him. So, if we come out of the buys at this time, we've still got a rookie here that we can't do anything about, and we've still got a rookie here. So, I'm thinking we've got 240k in the bank. We got two options here. One, if Green's going to lose a lot of money, so we could potentially still get Butters. We could jump on Green. We could move like Gross forward, and we could get Butters here. So we could get Butters as well. But if I did that, it means the week after I plan to get Mills, and Mills is the cheapo that's going to fill out my back line. But I probably won't be able to afford him without doing a lot of trades. So if I did this trade as well, I would have 8 trades, and then I'd probably have to do at least 2 trades. And even then, I don't think, even if there was a 99k player came along and say I sold Kako, I wouldn't have enough money to get Mills. So the other options are we could go another rookie. Now there is another rookie that I kind of like. Again, it's quite risky. Tyrell Delaware from the Eagles. He seems to have... it's not liking it. He seems to have the Marek role at the moment. He took the kick-ins. Sorry, Supercoach is having a hissy fit. He seemed to take the kick-ins and got a reasonable score of around 90, which is not bad. We'll take that every day of the week. So we could either get rid of another rookie. He is a bit expensive though. So he looks good though in that role. So he got a score of 90. But he played that same role the week before and got a score of 50. So I wouldn't expect a 90 every week. But he has shown he is taking the kick-out role. So, he has got a low break-even negative 37. So he could be the way to go. If you're looking for a rookie, it could be the way to go. Now, so for me, I could either go down from Green to him. Now, I don't think he's going to score the same as Green, but, at least I could bank some more money. And then the week after, I would have a little bit of a pile of cash, and I could probably afford both Mills and maybe somebody else, maybe not. Or just have a little bit of a bank of cash there to see, when I can upgrade the next rookie. So maybe we could do that. So either we drop... If we don't really have any other rookies that we could make any money off, to be honest. So the only other rookie is potentially Kako, who still hasn't delivered us that spike score. He's got a break even of exactly pretty much what he scored last week. It was 38 break even. He scored a 39 last week. So if we dropped Kako and brought in our friend, our Eagles friend. Now, I think this is a risky pick, though. We've seen what Minnie McWalter can do. He can swap players around left, right and centre. Who knows? And then, is he actually going to play this Richmond mid-season draft guy? And is he going to play him in that position? We really don't know. We could get him in for 1 week. Minnie McWalter could bring in this other guy. He could like him, and then he could drop him. So, it's a risk, but if his current role was to persist, it looks okay. So for me, it looks a little bit... I don't know if I can afford to trade in another rookie that could potentially get dropped, subbed, or, just not be in the team in a couple of weeks' time. We've already done that enough this season. I don't know if we can afford to do it. So maybe we just stick with those 2 trades for this week. Get Mills for next week. So use this 240k on top of someone like a Carroll. Get Mills next week after he's played his bye. That would have my backline being Dale, Whitfield, Zorko, Sheasel, Roberts and Mills. Midfield would be Bont, Brayshaw, Sinclair, Rao, Dacos, Cadwell, Doherty and a rookie. Sherry and Gawn, Smith, Petrarca, Warner, Rankine, Daniel. I still think, I don't know what to do with him, but maybe Green, maybe we just have to bite the bullet and upgrade. You know, maybe we need to just put the rookie on here instead on the forward line. Like maybe we do something like this. We take Green out. You know, we have to put like Kako forward, I guess, if we do that. Kako has to play on field. Now that's a disaster, but we don't have much option. And then get a, you know, somebody here, probably the rookie. As we said, if we want Mills, we can't spend much money. We need 300. We need 357, I think it is, to get Mills. So 200 on top of a Campbell Gray or a Carroll. So it would only leave us 410. And there's pretty much nobody at 410 that we would want. We've already gone the one rookie. If we looked at about 410k, I mean, there's just nobody here, right, that we could really live with in our team. Miles Bergman, that would be a risk. Yeah, there's just nobody there. So we're not really decided. We kind of think there's a good chance that we're going to do those 2 trades. But after that, we're not too sure what we're going to do. Doherty could definitely blow up in our face too. I'm not recommending it. If you've got money and trades to burn, I wouldn't be going there. I'd be getting in Butters or a Primo. But for me, I can't really afford much else. Beggars can't be choosers, as they say. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking about for trades. We will do a trade video tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that one. We'll go through a little bit more what's best for your teams, not just my team. So keep an eye out for that one. And if you're still watching now, I'd love it if you would give me that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. It helps me out a lot. Really appreciate making these videos for you guys. So that would be awesome. What are we going to do next? Let's do the captain, vice captain choices for my team. So again, we'll go through for everybody tomorrow. But for today, I think we just stick with what works, right? Vice captain into captain. Sherry plays on Saturday and Gawn plays on Sunday. So there we go. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if we had tried to go Bont into him the last 2 times we had Bont, it wouldn't have worked. So let's just stick with this. See how it goes. Sherry plays Fremantle. So Jackson, I don't know, might be a good matchup for him. Darcy, he'll probably be better than Darcy around the ground, but it depends on how they use Jackson as well, I would say. So that's the captain and vice captain choices. I don't think we really need to go on with any more. Keep an eye out for those future coming videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Have a good day. See you then. Take it away, Skip.